What's happening, my brothers and sisters? It's your girl, Smartsistah, on the Smartsistah show. And today I'm going to do a little bit of continuation of the talk I just had about Nick Cannon. Now, first of all y'all need to grows and plantation workers that had something to say about the whole thing and how he should have been fired and he this and he that and he this and he that. As I said before, what did he say that was not true? I'll wait. Nothing. And like I said before, you notice they didn't say nothing about what he said about white folks. The only thing that they had a problem with, well, mainly had a problem with were the so-called anti-Semitic statements that he made that I still don't see what the issue was. And basically, I was watching, I just went, a little bit to watch Roland Martin, who I don't really watch, and some of his panelists. And time I heard them talking about the anti-Semitic stuff, I turned that bullshit off. What kind of fuckery? If anything, some people that have been in the media business for a minute should talk to this young brother, because he's still young. Even though he damn near 40 or in his 40s or whatever, as far as I'm concerned, he's still a young man. Even though he's successful, he still needs a mentor, an older man, maybe a Bob Johnson or somebody that's been in the game for a minute to talk to him and make sure he's using all of his energy toward building what he said he wants to do, is build something for us to tell our stories and for us to do what we got to do. And my $1 million question has always been, how much money is it going to take to be black and be free to say what the hell you want to say? Millions don't seem to be enough. Fuck that. Like I said, if I was him, I would not apologize for shit, because the white folks that really want to still make money gonna still have him and let him make money. If he goes over and takes his show with him, that's gonna be some money they gonna have to pay out that they gonna hate to do, but they're gonna have to. Hopefully he's already had that written up in his contract so he can take his show with him, since he's the executive producer. Now, all of y'all still talking about shit. Today, I am going to talk about what is a Semite. We always hearing anti-Semitic, that's anti-Semitic, that's this. Now, this brother got fired straight up. And here we can't even get motherfuckers to fire people, policemen that have killed us. Okay, so that goes to show you, when they want to talk all about, the Jewish community, does not have any power like that. You need to quit saying that they run banking and they run the media and excuse me. Hello. He had to say a few words about Hebrews and his ass was out the door. Okay, and that's what I'm just saying, where this is the biggest farce and the biggest bullshit game that's been pulled on folks for the longest, till it ain't even funny. Now, before you say I'm anti-Semitic, as I said, answer my question: what is a Semite? Okay, I went to the ADL website, typed it in, what is a Semite? Now, if you're the Anti-Defamation League and your whole thing is to make sure that negative things about Jewish people are not said or done or whatever, and you're always calling somebody anti-Semitic, I typed in there, what is a Semite? Not a damn thing. That was a definition. They could talk about being anti-Semitic, but no. So then I went to a dictionary to see what is a Semite. And a Semite is any person or culture, it said, or race that speaks some of the Semitic languages, such as Hebrew, Aramaic, like what Jesus spoke. It listed all these different languages, and that defined a Semite. So basically, Semites were Hebrews or Arab people or whatever. Now, I've looked up before, Arab people are considered white. Okay? So, if a Semite covers all that, and people that spoke Hebrew, let's just go back and let me tell you, in the old world or whatever, Hebrews were in northern Africa, right? And where a lot of Arabs are. And there were Hebrews all over the world in different areas. In Asia, in other areas. So and then we already know that Ethiopians, we always say, are the original Jews. Okay, that they got the actual religion from, because that's what you got to ask yourself. Where did it come from? People just didn't pop up and all of a sudden, oh, okay, here's the Hebrew. All right. So if the Hebrews were in Egypt, and I'm going to take this one from KRS-One, Knowledge Reigns Supreme, that brother, when he did that song, Why Is That? Remember, he put in there about how Moses, right, was saved by the Pharaoh's daughter and was brought into the house of the Pharaoh and raised as his grandson. Now, if Pharaoh was black, the daughter was black, she found Moses and raised him as their own. He looked black too, you think? Okay, so basically when you do your scholarship, everybody in the Old Testament, which is what the Torah is based on, were black people, including in the New Testament with Jesus. Now, I'm not going to get all technical or whatever, because you need to go look it up, as Malcolm X would say. Look it up. Who are the Hebrew people? That's what you need to ask. So the Hebrew Israelites, yeah, y'all got a claim, okay? There are different ways, just like when you look at the Jews, the Ashkenazi Jews and the other sect of Jews, then you got to look how they broke up. You got those real conservative Jewish people, you know, walking around with the black hats and the little curly hair or whatever. They break up along what people's belief systems are, just like Christianity did. And basically the original Christians were Hebrews, because I'm not even going to say the word Jewish, because Judah, that tribe, that's supposedly where they came from, which was from Shem, Noah's son. You know, Shem and Shemites, that's what supposedly it came from. But what does that tell you? They still black. On the real. And basically, to me, as far as I can understand and look at it, when you look at how migration patterns of people and what they did, how did these so-called Jewish people come to being up in Russia, all up in there where the Ashkenazi Jews are from? You trying to make yourself a race. Well, my thing is, if I'm a Baptist and I have a kid that's a Baptist and they have a kid that's a Baptist, okay, we all Baptists, but that doesn't mean that we're a race. My kid could go mix with somebody else, do whatever, even though the line's supposed to come through the mother. How is that making them a race? And that's my question to Jewish people. You're not a race. You're a religion. You're a culture. You got that shit from what already existed. Okay? So like white folks do, like they always do, they try to take something and make it where they're the progenitors and they got it going started. And so they pull all their stuff together. And so we are the Jews, because I don't hear a Hebrew being called a Jew nowhere else. So white folks took it, ran it, call themselves Jews, call themselves pulling all their stuff together, and they have a sovereign nation, and they belong here, and blah, blah, blah. Since when? If you're talking about Semites, the Palestinians, the very people you treat like shit right now, They're Semites too. The close Arab countries, Semites. Yemen, who y'all got the United States bombing and doing shit, Semites. So what, like I said, the bullshit of the whole thing is, who are you? How are you a different Semite than any damn body else? And you are not a race. Where is a genetic marker or bloodline? You want to say that you're descendants of David and Shem and da, da, da. How you going to take that all the way back? And especially when, like I said, everybody in the Old Testament, Shem included. So who are you connecting yourself to? Yourself. That's what you're doing. And you running all this shit, and I won't even get into all the shit they've done to black people. Now you want to sit up here and we're your allies, and in the 60s, blah, blah. Okay, but we ain't gonna talk. Let's go all the way back. Y'all have done some shit, including insuring the slave boats, including the Dutch Jews that were a part of slavery. Y'all deal with have treating us like shit. You had slaves, you did all of that. Then we won't even talk about what you've done in the black community when nobody else would mess with black folks. Oh, what? You come in our communities, you had stores, you sold insurance policies, you showed furniture at a high ass rate, or weekly. What is it? Malcolm said $1 down and $1 when I catch you. You've been doing us like that forever. So you done made your money off us. So where do you have the moral ground to think that you can come at somebody when you done the same shit a lot of other people, or white supremacy? Because to me, it's white supremacy still. You're still trying to say you are supreme as a Hebrew, because that's what it is. It's about being a Hebrew, not a Jew. I can go be a Jew. I can convert. So how is my bloodline? So if you got all these people that converted and that are in there, then where's the bloodline going back to? You know what, black people, wake the hell up and see this shit for what it is. Because some of y'all know more about the damn Holocaust than you do about your own Holocaust. Your own Ma'afa. Let's go and keep that 100. Okay? Don't tell me they don't run the Hollywood system. Yes, they do. You know, when Birth of a Nation was done, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was telling me about Birth of a Nation. All y'all know about that movie and how racist ass Wilson, President Wilson, showed it in the White House and all this shit, and it was talking about black folks so bad. And guess what? MGM, a mayor, is a Jewish person. And they put that shit out that started the whole narrative that black people are inferior and stupid. So they've been a part of that all along. Still do. Okay? What part of stupid do we have to be to keep holding up somebody? They hollering anti-Semitism every 5 minutes. Well, like I said, and even renowned scholar John Henry Clark said, he has yet to have a scholar sufficiently describe and define a Semite that is pertinent to just them as a closed group. It doesn't exist. Y'all better see this shit for what it is. And I'm not anti-Semitic, because I be talking about myself. When you want to talk about Semites, you want to talk about Semites, Shemites, whoever, they black, and I don't care what they say. And you better learn the truth and see where all this stuff is. Because, see, nobody wants to go back and really look at where all of it came from. Those are customs and religious beliefs that we did. And I already have talked about the African origin of everything. Because who believed what? before all of this. You got to go back some thousands of years. And black people, we have always been spiritual, but our belief system is based on your divinity and how you are connected to God, how you're connected to nature. Look at Native Americans, nature, every other religious belief, pretty much spiritual belief, I'll put it that way, because religion is man-made garbage. Okay, now I'm willing to see what the stuff is for real. And I'm not going off on nobody because I still say I'm a Christian. Okay, there are organized religions, but I still look at the good and the bad in all of them. Because the bottom line that keeps it all together is spirituality. So you can believe what you want. You can, humans, that's why we got all these different ones, because it's going to be according to what you agree with and what you like and what you're going to like. I'm going to keep a little bit of this and get rid of that. That's what human beings do. But the bottom line, the spiritual aspect is African. Because we were here first. And we came up with a divine spirituality system that just like everybody else's stuff is based on. So let's just keep that 100. So that's the thing, black people. If we want to come together and unite the way we need to, then we need to understand our own divinity, our own spirituality, and how we have contributed to the world. And we're not the backwoods crazy people that everybody else want to make us be when we gave them what they needed. That is my point today. So if y'all want to look at this and run around, oh, she anti-Semitic, I don't give a fuck. Because like I said, define a Semite. That's what I'm talking about. And if it's based on religion that's man-made, if it's based on a language and a culture, then that's not something or no one person or one group can claim. And that's all I'm trying to get y'all to see. That is some bullshit. And that's why don't nobody had a right. Just like the colors and racism didn't start till they had to come up with an excuse to be able to enslave us and make us inferior so they don't feel so bad about what they did to us. And they can excuse what they did. Okay, that's when all that shit came about. Other than that, everybody knows where they got their stuff from us. From the Greeks on down. Okay? So do your damn homework. Pick up a damn book. You on quarantine. Read something. And understand the bullshit that's been pulled over your eyes all this time. So by them doing that, that's how at the end of the war, some white men could sit around and decide, oh, okay, fuck the people that's been in Palestine for thousands of years. Fuck that. Here, y'all deserve this because of the Holocaust and whatever. But they don't tell you black people was killed in the Holocaust. Gypsies were killed in the Holocaust, which I hear that's a negative term. I don't know what their true name as a people should be. But a bunch of them got killed too. So, you know, when you want to talk about an oven, we was in there. They was in there. The Jews wasn't the only ones. All right? So just learn your own history too and understand. Yes, travesty among human beings and behavior, I'll say that. I'm not one of these people saying, oh, the Holocaust never happened. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is they're not the only ones and they're not a race of people. Period. As they say, period. Okay? And so go do your homework, do whatever. So y'all need to back that shit up when people always want to holler about anti-Semitism. Like I said, show it to me. So that's it. And go ahead on, Nick Cannon, get your shit together, find you a mentor, and come for people. If you want to come for them, come for them. And that's what you're going to have to do. Because in this world right now, that's who is over a lot of shit. They want to play like, oh, you're being anti-Semitic. If you say that, you're anti-Semitic if you're against Israeli policy. You're anti-Semitic every other 5 damn minutes. Fuck all that. Okay, that's garbage, and we need to start calling them on their shit. Why don't we start ADL for black people? We'd be so busy we wouldn't know what to do because everybody talks about us and dogs us out. So that is it for today. Thank you for coming by, and please go by my channel and sign up and subscribe so you can get all my videos. I try to do about 3 of them a week, sometimes 2, but mostly 3 a week. If you would go and sign up and subscribe so you can get yours, so you don't have to remember or wait to see mine on Facebook, because like I said before, people, we gotta find some other ways of communicating and get up off of Facebook, because they watching and seeing and doing everything. So we need to get, and even though they own YouTube too, we can use all this stuff, but we need to have some alternatives, so in case stuff goes down, we can just switch and go over. And I've been telling people to go to blackjunction.com. It's kind of like a Facebook organization that's owned by a brother, and he also owns Black Junction TV, which is like a YouTube, well, yeah, kind of YouTube format. So go there, check it out, sign up, hook it up, get all your friends on there. We need to help that brother out. And I'm just going to start putting my content there as well. So like I said, we can have several options of watching all our stuff, because the way this fascist shit is going down, we don't never know what's going to happen. And we really do need to start having some think tanks and figure out how we can stay in communication when they start messing with everything, because it's coming. As y'all saw the last time, I talked about these secret police people doing shit in Portland, picking up people, and they was white. They wasn't even black. So come on now, we got some planning to do. So like I said, go to YouTube, look for Smartsistah T, and sign up, subscribe, give me a like or 2, leave a comment, whatever you feel, go for it, put it there. And then also follow me at Smartsistah on Twitter as well. That's going to be another way I'm going to start sharing all of my stuff and giving links back, so I can get to more people as well. So follow me there too, because I'm getting ready to go forward and really put this message out there, because we really need some people that are speaking on our behalf, that are not some crazy, talking some hotep shit that they don't know what they're talking about. And then there's no solutions. I want to get to some solutions, and we will, but we've really got to define a lot of what's happening to us, because so many of us do not have a clue, because we've been socialized, and our minds have been caught up for 400 years. So all of y'all white folks out there that want to sit up here and talk shit, go somewhere, because your time is about up. And all those that are trying to be righteous, keep studying, keep learning, and you can then do what you feel you need to do in your life as a white person to contribute to freedom and justice. Because the bottom line, until there's justice, nobody's is safe, because this stuff is getting crazy for everybody. So that is it, and I will see y'all midweek, and I appreciate you and I love you. So keep being you, live your best life, and always remember, know thyself.